Hey there everyone, it is Stephen Banks here from BrokeToBanks.com, coming at you all the way from South Africa, where the winter days are hot and the summer days are about to melt your faces off, which really sucks because I like snow, but hey, what can we do? Now I hope you enjoyed the intro video that just played before this. It's one of my older ones, and there's going to be a new one coming up just after I speak to you right now. So you guys let me know which one you would like. Now the new one is a little bit more edgier, it's a little bit more fresh, because you know what, I call for change, damn it. Internet marketing needs to get a facelift. We need to get better graphics, we need to get better products. And with that said, I just came off an interview with probably one of the friendliest Aussies I have met. And to be honest, it's probably the only Aussie I have met. So I don't know, maybe they're all the same. And his name is Mark Barrett. And I got to sit down with him. We had a discussion all about internet marketing, how he got started. We talked about a product that is coming up called the Magik Link. And of course, I accidentally got him to divulge exactly how he built his business. Let's not tell him about that part. So stay tuned if you want to know Mark Barrett's biggest piece of his business and how he does it. So without further ado, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, let me know what you think about this style of video, and I'm gonna jump over to my laptop and then we can have a look and chat to Mark, and you can hear everything he has to say. So stay tuned, I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah, mate, long story short, for me, I got started in the business, worked a lot of shitty jobs, you know, abattoir work, factory work, furniture removal and stuff like that. I come from country Australia, where there wasn't too much money and you were brought up, taught that, you know, you go to work for a living. That's pretty much what it was. But I was always a kid that that was never enough for me. I could never settle just getting by. You know, so I had a lot of businesses early on, sort of lawn mowing businesses. You know, was a big entrepreneur as a kid, always having big ideas. You know, they reckon we're a certain type of people, but you know, long story short, I've probably been full-time marketing now for about 7 years. Online, originally started out, you know, just wanting to get a little bit of side hustle income, and then, you know, one thing led to another. I'm like, okay, we're replacing a job income, and before you know it, you're starting to become a multi-millionaire at, you know, under 30 and whatnot. So yeah, sometimes I've got to pinch myself with the silly numbers we talk about, but yeah, that's kind of a long story put short, mate, I suppose.
Now, obviously, that's a far stretch from most people that's going to be watching this interview. But I think that's where the Magik Link would be coming in, and I think that is definitely a good starting point. So I've had a look at your product, but without me telling them what's it about, how about we get the actual person behind the Magik Link tell us a little bit more about it?
Awesome. I love now I got to do your work for you. That's awesome. But no, yeah, all right, cool. So pretty much what it is, I'm all about automated systems, okay? I love automation, and I truly believe that in the world we live in these days, with the power of the internet and having a shop open 24/7 essentially to every customer in the world, you know, stuff should be easy, fast and automated. So the Magik Link is essentially one of those systems that I've been testing out for a while now, and I'm only fairly fresh into it myself as well, actually. But I test a lot of different stuff, and at the end of the day, this was the first thing I've tested that just worked bang straight out the gate like it should to any type of traffic. So at the end of the day, essentially what it is a website you can set up, okay, and you set up a few income streams on the inside of this website, and then it gives you one affiliate link. So then you'll have 1, 2, 3 recurring income streams and one high ticket income stream, and it also builds your list. So that's essentially why I call it the Magik Link, because it's kind of like the holy grail. I mean, I know a lot of people, I sell to newbies a lot, and a lot of people that are really struggling, and there's so much tech involved with getting all this set up and systems involved, and that's why this is perfect. You know, you roll through the system, set her up and start driving traffic. That's pretty much all you've got to worry about, you know?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Now, I've been having a look at your sales page, and the first headline out the gate is this one affiliate link is spitting out stupid simple commissions in 4 different ways on a daily basis with tiny amounts of traffic. Now, listen
Yeah.
to what you had to say and this headline. The obvious question is it actually real? Is it actually as simple as you say it is?
Yeah, it is. And I mean, I know a lot of people are going to see a lot of dodgy stuff. Unfortunately, we live in an industry where you do see shit like this on the daily. But yeah, I mean, for me, especially, I assume people are going to pop over inside of the sales page. You'll see me go through live the results. Okay, exactly how many people I've put in, exactly the results I've been getting, and to me, it's very, very important to be super transparent because I understand that it's what you would technically call a spammy name being called the Magik Link. Yeah. So it's very important for me to show what's working. And at the end of the day, I mean, I'm a successful marketer purely because I show customers what works. I get paid, at the end of the day. So my reputation's on the line. I've been doing this for years now. So excuse me. So, at the end of the day, if I'm going to sell you shiny shit that doesn't work, I wouldn't have a very long career, So, yeah, that's pretty much it. You've got to be open, transparent, and inside of the product, on the front of the product, people will see exactly what I've been doing with it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Now, if people are just starting online, because every day there are tons of people that's coming online trying to make a little bit of side income, but a lot of products out there would promise that it's easy to do, but in essence, there is a lot of terminology and a lot of things that you have to know beforehand. Now, with the Magic Link, from getting started to actually having it all set up, how long do you think it would take an absolute beginner just starting out to get everything set up?
Excuse me. Yeah, look, that's a great question, mate. An absolute beginner, that's a tough question because I guess it's going to depend on your skill levels and what you know and what you don't know. But at the end of the day, this product is being perfectly designed that I walk you through exactly what you need to do on the inside, as well as the website that you need to set up walks you through perfectly what you need to do. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I could give it to my 14-year-old sister and she could set it up in the next hour. So, I mean, then again, that maybe not help because kids these days are more tech savvy than we are. But, yeah, it's very straightforward. Okay. And I'm a person, I don't like to put fluff or videos inside of a product just for the sake of putting crap in there. Okay. If I put videos in, it's for here's what I want you to do, here's what I want you to do, here's why, bam, get it done. That's generally the way I do my product trainings and, have had a fairly successful career doing that because we just keep it simple, you only need to know what you need to know.
And that is one thing that I really do appreciate from all of your products is purely the fact of when you actually get to the back end and you get to the members area. I believe in this product there's only 6 videos. One is a welcome and one is a conclusion. So there's 4 videos and
Yeah.
I've been through it and it is super simple. And
Yeah.
another thing that led me to believe, which I wanted to ask you personally, you said only recently started using this system and
Mhm.
you've gotten results straight out the gate.
Yeah.
Really the honest truth? Is that something that you can definitely, well, obviously you're putting your name behind it, but that is something that you can 100% promise people this is really something that is possible?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You'll see, like, generally speaking, most people would say, yeah, but Mark, you're a successful marketer, okay? Which is true. But when I create products, I create it without using my assets with anybody in mind, okay, as if they were starting from scratch. But inside, I'm not quite sure if it's in the sales video or inside the members area, one of the two. You'll see my join date was, I think it was December 22nd, just last year before Christmas. And then I didn't actually do anything with it because it was obviously the Christmas period and started pumping. So yeah, you're going to see fresh stats, not like from 6 years ago stats or something like that. You know what I mean? You're going to see live right in front of you on the videos that this stuff is happening as we speak right now. And even inside the product, you'll see, and maybe even the sales video too, I think you'll see that the results are a bit bigger in the sales video than what the screenshots are on the page, literally because I am using it as we speak. I am getting it going. And yeah, you know, that's, to me, that's what it's legit about. So yeah, I think December 22nd or 28th, something like that, just last year, just gone. And yeah, just got through my first payments through February and whatnot. So yeah, it's very fresh, but that is why I'm putting it out to market, because not very often you see stuff that works this fast out the gate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, I've seen a couple of, watching the videos, I've seen a couple of high-end sales there, and it seems on the surface that it really did come as easy as you said it does. So I'm very interested and very impressed with those results. And I think that is a nice, fresh approach. And this is not knocking anybody out there in the internet marketing space, but a lot of times people would bring out programs and trainings that's they don't follow their own advice. They don't actually do what they say they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing which I've always appreciated about you, and it's good to hear that the Magik Link is working. You are actually using it yourself, but with you using it, is it something that we should be concerned about, that it could become easily inundated and all of a sudden everybody's in there and nobody's making any profits?
That's a fantastic question, and I'll give you an even better answer to that. So firstly, no, because there's an unlimited amount of traffic in this, so it'll never become saturated. But secondly, and probably most importantly, one of the income streams builds on leverage, okay? So the more of us that are in there, the more money that will be made. So at the end of the day, not only will it not struggle, it'll be better with more people using it.
Oh, that's great. That's the to be excited about. Now, last question about the actual front end product itself. What should the viewers know about the product? Is there anything that they could perhaps trip over, or any additional amounts of money that they have to invest into this program? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, no problems, mate. So I'm a big believer in paid traffic. Okay, so the main traffic method I have inside is a paid traffic method, cheap. I mean, at the end of the day, you can spend what you like. That's what your budget is, up to you, whoever uses it. I do have those some nice free traffic courses inside for anyone that is struggling and maybe on a budget. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to have a little bit of setups, and just remember, it's a business. It costs money. You know, at the end of the day, we can't really expect to have, you know, a side hustle income that's not a job, because, you know, it'd be a job. So it's business. It's going to cost you a little bit of money, but at the end of the day, it's straightforward. Trust the process. You know, I know you've maybe a lot of your viewers have seen a lot of products and methods that struggle, but the other thing would be to trust in the simplicity. I know sometimes you might think a little bit it might be too good to be true because it is so simple, but at the end of the day, business is simple. I mean, you need to introduce that person to that product and money changes hands as an affiliate. It's as simple as that. So traffic and conversions, you make yourself wealthy doing it. So yeah, trust in the simplicity, I would say.
Perfect. And the OTOs to this, can you tell us a little bit more about what is in the back and what are those upsells?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. So we got, first and foremost, we've got OTO 1 is unnecessary, of course, but OTO 1 is some more traffic sources, so our 10x traffic sources. So these are the sources we use for pretty much anything I want to promote online, okay? They're my absolute go-to traffic sources, you know, varying in price, but exceptional quality. So I wanted to make sure, being that this is a product launch and, you know, the main traffic that's in the front end, you know, could get smashed a little bit if we have a massive launch. So it's important to obviously have a lot more sources too, that, you know, than just the front end. And yeah, basically you basically want to utilize the trusted sources that we have, you know, and what I use in a daily basis. So that's OTO 1, traffic sources. OTO 2 gets really juicy. So I have the ability inside of this program with this link to actually do done for you sales for anybody who joins the website as well. So essentially what that means is you can leverage off my success if you purchase that OTO, because I'm driving traffic all day, every day, and hint, there will be a lot of members join throughout a launch period as well. So what I can essentially do is just give you customers, give you customers underneath you in an MLM type deal. Okay, now most people hear MLM and get freaked out. I love MLM when it works correctly and it's based on an actually solid product that's legit. Okay, so, and the reason is because I can do stuff like this, just give people customers. You're going to have a fair bit of success if I just give them to you, you know what I mean? So I'm very passionate about that one. I like that, and I think anyone that picks that up will definitely succeed. And then we've got OTO3 is a live masterclass series. So I've got some really juicy stuff that goes even further and beyond that. I want to show you live. So there's stuff like calculators and little hints and tips and tricks, and of course Q&A sessions, because let's face it, you're going to have questions, it may be something simple, but there's no such thing as a stupid question to me. So yeah, pop into the masterclass series and we'll get you sorted live and show you some juicy stuff while we're at it.
Perfect. And that's one thing that I can agree with. You're always reachable, which is absolutely great in this business, because sometimes just how busy people are, sometimes you just don't get through. But Mark has always been reachable whenever I needed to speak to him. Now, Mark, that is the Magik Link in a nutshell. Is there anything about the Magik Link, anything else that you want to tell us about?
I mean, I think we've wrapped it up. I think we've done a pretty good job, mate. Like we said, there's not a whole lot to talk about, I guess, because it is so simple. But yeah, like I said, trust in the process. If you're going to pick yourself up a copy, by all means do it. We've got a full 30 days money back guarantee, so take the full 30 days, test it out. But, don't just buy it and say, I don't like it or don't like the looks of it. Give it a go, give it a go. Action takers are the people that have success in this. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to add.
Perfect. Now, that's the traffic link then. Now, something that I like to do as well is at the end, regardless whether people pick up the Magik Link or not, is to give some extra value in the show. Now, Mark, do not give us any of those hypey feel-good answers. I need something valuable, something concrete. What advice do you have for people out there trying to make money online? Doesn't have to do anything about the system, the Magik Link itself, nothing of that sort. What advice do you have?
I love that, mate. So you basically want a no bullshit answer is what you're telling me. So I like that a lot. So for me, it has and always ever will boil down to building your list. I know it doesn't sound very sexy, and I know, you're talking about spending money and stuff like that. But like I said, we touched on it a little bit before. This business is very simple. No matter what you sell, whatever it is online, it comes down to traffic and conversions. Okay, having an instant list, or building your list over time, there's never an end point. It should get bigger and bigger and bigger as you can. But when you've got a list, myself, I probably ignored it for probably 18 months as well, not building my list. And the minute I started doing it is when I had my first success. I can actually credit my first sale ever to building lists through solo ads. Okay, so yeah, look, I would always recommend that. Build your list, and your job's going to be that much easier, because then your job becomes about conversions and, learning how to sell and how to incentivize offers and stuff like that. Okay, so, not all that. Sometimes the best things in business aren't that sexy, but, to me, a full bank account is rather sexy. And if that takes list building, that's what we're going to do, Now,
I'm going to push you a little bit further than that. We now know it's list building. That's the end of all of this. Your favorite platform to build a list, what would that be? You don't have to go into detail about how you do it. Just tell us your go-to.
For autoresponder, or where I get it from?
To build a list. How do you get that traffic to build that list?
All right, cool. So as anything, I have numerous ways to do it. So for me, I actually have 3 autoresponders, because I guess once you get to a point, I have some really big lists. So it's about protection and spreading out. So I have Aweber, GetResponse, and SendGrid through ClickFunnels for me. So they're the technical aspects of where I send my deliveries from. Squeeze pages, I build lists so through squeeze pages. Automatic API integrations through softwares like similar to the Magik Link, and API integrations through selling my own products. So, in terms of platforms, a simple page builder, so be it ClickFunnels or InstaBuilder, optimized press lead pages, whatever. It doesn't really matter. They're all very similar. And then it comes down to traffic, you know. So once you've got a squeeze page integrated with your autoresponder, then it comes down to traffic. And for me, I massively love solo ads. That's probably always my go-to. A lot of people do recommend pay-per-click. For me, solo ads, I know what I'm going to get. You know, a lot of people say that it's crap quality, but I've made millions using it. So let them think what they're going to think, okay? At the end of the day, I pay for an exact amount of clicks, and those exact amount of clicks are going to come in. So that's what I love about it.
Perfect. Well, there you go, guys. You essentially got tons of value at the end of it. So to say a thank you to Mark, pick up the Magik Link. He just gave enough value just to go purchase it anyway. Thank you so much for being on the show. I really do appreciate it. Again, apologies for being a little bit behind in the cricket regarding, South Africa, my home country. This year's not so good for you guys in Australia.
Yeah, we're coming back to get you. Wait till Smoothie comes back.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching this interview. There will be a description in the link if you want to go have a look at the Magik Link. Mark, thank you so much, and I'll speak to you next time.